Hello everyone and welcome to County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host Brandon Rosa and thank you for joining me. Now, a lot has happened since the start of 2024, so let's jump right in with our top news stories. County Executive Jessica Fitzwater recently unveiled the Spanish language stroke awareness campaign at Winchester Hall. Aimed at the Spanish-speaking community, the initiative aligns with the county's commitment to health equity. By addressing language barriers, this campaign seeks to empower and inform, contributing to better health outcomes for everyone. To watch the press conference, visit frederickcountymd.gov/FCG-TV. If you would like to watch the Stroke Smart video, visit our YouTube page at Frederick County MD. The Frederick County Office of Economic Development recently hosted its first Business Insight Forum, an event that provided valuable insights for local businesses. The forum included a keynote address by Tom Barkin, President and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank in Richmond, who shared firsthand knowledge on the regional economy for 2024. Attendees were among the first to hear the results of Frederick County's Business Sentiment Survey, providing a snapshot of local businesses' perspectives on the current economic climate.
So the business survey was about a 40-question survey where we asked businesses about their growth plans, how they're planning to look at the business community in the future, what their feelings were, what their sentiments were about the economy. And I'm really proud to say that Frederick County's response was very strong. Businesses love doing business in Frederick County. They're optimistic about the future of our economy, and most importantly, they will promote Frederick County to other businesses that are considering locating here.
Additionally, County Executive Jessica Fitzwater and Director Laura Fritz discussed the 2024 economic development initiatives, shedding light on projects aimed at fostering growth, innovation, and collaboration throughout Frederick County. The forum was a platform for collaboration and knowledge sharing to help shape the economic trajectory of Frederick County. The first town hall-style budget listening sessions, led by Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater, have set the stage for a series of sessions across county council districts. Geared towards gathering public input for the upcoming budget, the sessions reflect Fitzwater's commitment to accountability, sustainability, and inclusion. The meetings kicked off in Middletown, followed by another in the city of Frederick.
So last year we started this tradition, and I think we'll continue, of going out into each council district for an additional budget town hall, because Frederick County is the biggest county in the state of Maryland, and it's difficult sometimes for people to get to certain locations. I think it means a lot for people to see us, both myself and the council members, showing up in different parts of the county, making it a little bit more accessible for people to show up, and just having more options so that even if they can't come to the one in their district, they have other opportunities to share their comments.
Recordings of each town hall will be available online, with additional comments welcome at frederickcountymd.gov/budget public hearing. Frederick County government recently said goodbye to Jack Markey, the longtime director of the Division of Emergency Management. Jack retired at the end of December, but his positive impact on the county made him an unforgettable leader that people will cherish for a lifetime. I was able to speak with Jack before his retirement. Let's hear his astounding story.
60,402 Church Road. 1017 with security.
Frederick County, Maryland 911 Emergency Call Center receives an average of over 300 calls a day. In order for the Frederick County Division of Emergency Management to react quickly and effectively in emergency situations, you need an exemplary division director to make sure all operations run smoothly. Former Director of Frederick County Government Division of Emergency Management, Jack Markey, spent over 30 years making sure Frederick County residents were safe.
I was hired right out of college in 1989 and graduated from Western Maryland College, now McDaniel College, and was hired as one of the first 6 firefighters for Frederick County in December of 1989. Following that, I worked my way up through the ranks, becoming the emergency management coordinator for the county, in 2001. The Board of County Commissioners recommended me to Governor Ehrlich in 2003. So in October of 2003, I became the governor-appointed Director of Emergency Management for the county. And then in April of 2007, the Board of County Commissioners authorized a reorganization that brought emergency management and emergency communications and the Department of Emergency Preparedness into an independent division.
During Marquis' time as the Director of Emergency Management, he handled a fair share of emergency situations.
My entry into emergency management wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. 2001 was a very challenging year. Little did we know that September 11th was around the corner, to be rapidly followed by Myersville. We had a cruise missile trucking incident, had the DC snipers, we had the anthrax attacks. So it really was quite a bang of a start in trying to coordinate between multiple agencies in a time of a lot of uncertainty. We've had a number of natural hazards. We've lost more lives due to flash flooding than any other natural hazard. Everything from I'm having trouble breathing, I'm having a baby, house is on fire, the tractor-trailer accident on Route 15, the gasoline tanker that exploded is another example of what might have been an ordinary vehicle accident was much more significant, much more serious. And so we're prepared to step up and help the team coordinate those responses.
Being the Director of Emergency Management is kind of like being a playbook writer. But the strategies are not for football. They are for saving lives.
We don't have a paper plan that'll handle every circumstance and every residence and every building and every location in Frederick County, but what we do have is a framework of relationships, processes, and procedures, and we all deeply believe that our focus is on the person that needs our assistance, and so we all come together. COVID was a public health-led response, but we had library staff who were sharing information and working on vaccine hotlines. We had emergency responders in the field. We had transit bus drivers making sure that people got to their medical appointments.
Over the years, Marquis assisted with several innovations to improve 911 emergency tactics.
We were tasked with updating the county's public safety radio system. So our county radio system supports over 23,000 radios from all the 8 counties and 4 states that surround us, that provide us assistance, and we provide them assistance. We're now the 21st of the 24 counties in Maryland to implement next generation IP delivered 911. That was on top of, in 2013, we were one of the first handful in the nation to deploy text to 911. We were fortunate to receive some recognition from the Maryland Association of Counties for our interpretation program with Convey 911 that gives us access to over 170 different languages to support not only voice interpretation, but also now text back and forth. Regardless of the language, we've removed that barrier.
Weeks before Marquis' retirement, his innovations in over 3 decades of service didn't go unrecognized.
It was a governor's citation for outstanding service. I was invited to attend a Board of Public Works meeting on December 13th. Secretary Russ Strickland of the Maryland Department of Emergency Management and the governor invited me there to be recognized for being an emergency management director for 20 years, serving Frederick County for 34, and I've also had the privilege of serving on a number of boards and commissions over the years.
Jack Marquis' final day with Frederick County government was December 29th. Deputy Director of the Division of Emergency Management, Tony Rossano, was set to be acting director for the Division of Emergency Management until a permanent selection was made. Marquis said his decision to retire was confirmed when he trusted in the bright future for Frederick County.
I really felt like Frederick County is in such a great place. County Executive Fitzwater and the team are really moving Frederick County forward. There's a lot of good young energy. And so I looked around at the team that we have, and I feel so good about so many things in so many of the county divisions, including Division of Emergency Management. and say we have the young leaders that are ready to take that next step and have the baton handed to them. Having done a combination of volunteering and full-time for almost 40 years, my family, it's time for me to pay them back for everything they've given to me to keep me able to do my job. I need to change the way that I serve. I don't think I'll ever not serve Frederick County. I'll just be serving in a different way.
All right, it's time for a short break, but don't change the channel or go anywhere, because when we return, we'll learn more about County Council member Mason Carter and see who our featured Pet of the Week is. See you soon. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Coming up soon in the show, we'll find out more about the youngest county council member in Frederick County government. But before we do that, let's head on over to Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center to see who our featured Pet of the Week is.
Mr. Peabody is a handsome and energetic cattle dog mix. He loves cardio and would make an excellent running or hiking companion. While he's young and still working on his manners, he does have a good training foundation. He has mastered several behaviors while at puppy camp, and since he's treat motivated and eager to learn, teaching him new things will be a snap. To learn more about Mr. Peabody and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
Mason Carter is the youngest person to have served on the Frederick County Council. Councilmember Carter represents District 5, which covers the northern part of the county from Myersville to Walkersville. Carter also served on the agritourism work group. Now let's hear Mason's story of why he chose to serve in Frederick County government in this episode of Know Your Frederick County Council.
I'm 18 years old, so I became the youngest elected official in Frederick County history, and I think in Maryland state history as well. And all those 18 years were living right here in Frederick County. I grew up in Walkersville. I still live in Walkersville, and I went through the feeder system of Walkersville with Frederick County Public Schools. And so this county is amazing. I love this county, and I want to raise my family here. And so whatever I can do to further our rich heritage here in Frederick County, I'm going to definitely do. And everything that we've done here in Frederick County has been spectacular, and I look forward to carrying forward that legacy. Well, when I'm not in the office, I'm a big sports guy, so I like to spend my time watching sports, playing sports. I'm into every single sport, really, except baseball. I'm a big hockey guy. I'm a fan of the Oilers, big football fan. I'm into lacrosse, too. I played that in high school, and I'm looking forward to playing some more. I got started in politics very young. I helped campaign for my neighbor who was running for a town commissioner in Walkersville at age 8. He offered me $5 to go ahead and put his flyers in our newspaper boxes. And so I always say that's the first time that I got into politics. And then from there on, the next general election for our president, 2016, all the excitement there with all the different personalities really got me interested in politics. Never since then, and just been full steam ahead. And getting into politics, I always saw myself behind the scenes. But getting into politics was all about the family, like I said before. We're all about the family and uplifting our families, because I want to raise up my family here just as my mom, my dad did for me. And I fear that we're going down a path where we're not able to give our children the childhood that they deserve. The whole reason I got into this was to uplift our families. And so if we can leave here in 4 years with our families in a better spot, then I'm very happy with the job we've done. My favorite part of Frederick County, and I might be partial because of my district, but I really love our rural heritage, and I really like our farms up there in Thurmont, Emmitsburg, and Sabillasville. And so driving through there and just seeing all the environment up there really just makes me love our county even more. So talking to constituents over the last 2 years, it's all been about bringing a voice to northern Frederick County. And so they feel shut out of their government, and they feel their voices have been silenced. I'm blessed to be your councilman, and I look forward to serving you, serving your community, and serving your family for the next 4 years.
It is the beginning of the new year, and Frederick County divisions and departments are hosting a variety of activities to keep you and your family busy. Let's take a look at this episode's calendar of events to find out more. To find out more about virtual events, activities, and programs coming up in the county, just visit frederickcountymd.gov. Now, this episode of County Perspective is almost over, but before we go, I want to share a few more things with you. And let's start with the Black History Month celebration coming up. On February 5th at 6 p.m., the public is invited to Winchester Hall for a celebration of Black History Month. Participants will get the chance to hear inspirational words from community members, as well as enjoy music from several live performances. If you can't make it to the Black History Month celebration, you can catch it live on FCG-TV's Channel 19 and HD Channel 1085. The year 2024 is an important year to recognize Black History Month, especially in the state of Maryland. Governor Wes Moore has proclaimed 2024 as Maryland's Year of Civil Rights to honor the 60th anniversary of the signing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. For the start of the new year, Transit Services has made changes to 3 routes. They are the East Frederick Shuttle, the 65 Connector route, and the North Frederick Shuttle. Changes were made based on feedback from the community, previous riders' habits and patterns, as well as data collected from surveys. To find the updated routes, visit frederickcountymd.gov/transit. Well, everyone, that concludes the first episode of 2024. If you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, everyone.